So GMC just dropped off the brand new 2026 Sierra EV AT4 at my house. And so we did what every sane person would do with a sub $100,000 truck and off-roaded the absolute hell out of this thing. And I have to say, it didn't do too bad. But we're not here to talk about that. Let's talk about the actual truck itself and the specs that go along with it. Up front, we have these really clean DRLs, as well as DRLs that go all along the entire GMC logo, which looks super clean at nighttime. We got 18-inch rims with 285/75 tires all around, which are extremely beefy, especially for going off-road. Unfortunately, it uses standard coils and springs, so no air suspension on the AT4 trim. However, it's really not too bad. As long as you don't go over bumps too quickly, you should be fine in theory. This thing also has rear wheel steering, which makes off-roading in this thing an absolute breeze, but it also has crab walk mode, so you can flex your rear wheel steering at your nearest target parking lot, because I guarantee you nobody is actually using it for its intended purposes with this thing. We also, of course, have our recovery hooks in the front, just in case you get your 4.5-ton vehicle stuck in some sand. Now, to get the charging performance out of the way, we have a 350 max kilowatt charging speed out of the CCS1 adapter, which I will say is really damn good for something as big as this. Especially considering the battery itself is over 200 kilowatt hours, so you get over 450 miles of range out of this max range Sierra EV pickup. Which, saying that in a bubble by itself is insane to say, because 450 plus miles of range out of an electric vehicle is honestly insane. And I'm actually kind of excited to see the future of the Sierra EV, to see if they squeeze any more range out of this thing. We've also got our classic GMC split tailgate, which I am a big fan of, especially considering it turns itself into a literal step stool with grip tape. Very convenient. And while we're back here, we also have two 120 volt outlets, as well as a 240 volt, which is very insanely clutch, considering you can charge another electric car with this pickup truck. We've also got this really nice manual tonneau cover, which folds and unlatches, as well as a fold down mid gate, which is really cool to see, especially on something as big as this. It's super clutch to have. Hopping into the interior of the GMC Sierra EV AT4, that's a mouthful. Up front, we basically have everything you've come to expect out of a GMC vehicle. We have a super smooth infotainment system that does not support Android Auto or CarPlay. We also have our famous rear view mirror that I absolutely love to see on every GM vehicle. This truck's also equipped with Super Cruise, so it can drive itself on dedicated highways and freeways. Down here, we have all of our physical climate controls, which means you can use all of these buttons down here for one of these options, or you can use the touchscreen to adjust anything you want as well. In the center console, we have our wireless phone charger, as well as some hidden storage underneath the cup holders. Really deep storage, I must say, as well as our fairly deep center console. All in all, this pickup truck is actually really sweet, but would you spend nearly $100,000 on one? Let me know in the comments.